Striving for equal treatment in the workplace and empowering employees to understand and enforce their rights under federal employment laws is a passion for Debra E. Schwartz.
Both my parents were native New Yorkers, and I was the oldest of 4 girls, and my dad was a sports fanatic. So he taught me sports, and at an early age, I wanted to be a New York Yankee. And if I couldn't be a New York Yankee, I sure as hell wanted to be a New York Yankee Batgirl. But Batgirls were not allowed. And that was the beginnings of my feeling that women should be treated equally, and decided to start working towards that. I never made it to the Yankees or even as a Batgirl, but sex discrimination is a passion, as is all types of discrimination.
Debra Schwartz is receiving the 2017 NELA Georgia Advocacy Award for her years of experience, her tireless fight for the rights of employees seeking justice.
She was doing it long before it was popular. She was doing it long before jury trials were available. She was doing it long before a lot of what's happening today in terms of the changes in employment law, back when it was even harder than it is today. And she did it because it was what she wanted to do. It was what she went to law school to do. It was what she was passionate about.
I know she's been in the field for about 35 years, and she's had a lot of noteworthy cases. One of the cases that kind of stands out for me is the Shahar versus Bowers case. And that was a case that involved a young lady who got a job offer rescinded by the Attorney General of Georgia because she was a lesbian, because she married a woman.
Debra took on Robin Shahar as a client and sued Michael Bowers in the state of Georgia as the Attorney General because he had terminated Robin for having a wedding ceremony with her partner.
At the time, it was an unpopular case. We're talking about around 1998. It was unpopular. She took it on. Ultimately, she lost. But I think that particular case made news nationwide.
It laid the groundwork for the last 10 years of Supreme Court decisions and federal court decisions that have now begun to recognize the rights of the LGBT community.
And those are the type of cases she took on, and I think it was one of the cases that paved the way for the legalization of gay marriage. And so I've always really admired her for her willingness to take on unpopular causes, for her willingness to take on novel cases and just fight tooth and nail for employee rights.
She really cares about her clients. She's very, very, very into making sure that she does a great job, which she does.
Next to who your spouse is, who your employer is, and what you do for a living is probably the most important aspect of an individual's life, once they become an adult at least. And losing a job or not being treated fairly on the job is devastating to individuals.
I always take great pleasure in seeing Debra, whether it be in a deposition, whether it be in court, because opposing counsel, the opponents may underestimate her, but when she gets into a deposition or she gets into court, it's a totally different ball game. And so, I mean, it's just an absolute pleasure to see her in battle because she does a great job.
Congratulations to Debra winning the Advocacy Award.
Congratulations doesn't even begin to express how proud I am to call myself your partner.
Debra, congratulations on being the 2017 NELA Georgia Advocacy Award recipient.
I love coming to work just about every day. There are very many times where we get beat down by the court or beat down by opposing counsel, but because of the reason we're doing it, which is for the individual and trying to get them some justice in their work environment, it's all worth it. And I wouldn't give it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we salute the NELA Georgia 2017 Advocacy Award recipient, Debra E. Schwartz.